The African Cup of Nations is an event that showcases spectacular performances of various African football stars, from excellent dribbling skills to impressive goal-scoring specialists. Here are the top 10 African Cup of Nations highest goal scorers of all time. At number 10 is Mengistu Pokou, from Ethiopia. Recognized as the finest Ethiopian footballer in history, Mengistu Pokou is one of Africa's football legends. He is famously recognized for his role in the final of the 1962 African Nations Cup. He is also known for being the head coach that took the Ethiopian national football team to the African Nations Cup in Libya in 1982. He has a record of 10 goals in the African Cup of Nations tournament. He died in 2010 at the age of 70. At number 9 comes Joël Tiéhi, from Ivory Coast. Joël Tiéhi was a striker who played for Côte d'Ivoire national team. Born in Abidjan, he played in 4 African Cup of Nations tournaments, winning the 1992 edition. He also has a record of 10 goals in the tournament. Coming at number 8 is Kalusha Bwalya, from Zambia. He is a former Zambian international footballer, football coach and current president of the Football Association of Zambia, FAZ. Nicknamed King Kalu, he is one of the most honored players in Zambia. He has made many appearances in the African Cup of Nations tournament, scoring 10 goals. In 1996, he was voted 12th best player in the world. He's considered as the best Zambia player of all time. Taking the 7th position is Didier Drogba from Ivory Coast. This outstanding former Chelsea striker, who now plays for Montreal Impact, is one of the most successful African footballers to ever walk the earth. He played for, and captained the Ivory Coast national team for many years and has won the African Footballer of the Year twice, in 2006 and 2009. He scored a total of 11 goals in the African Cup of Nations tournament. At number 6 is Hossam Hassan, from Egypt. Hossam Hassan played as a striker in the Egyptian national team. He featured in 7 African Cup of Nations tournaments, scoring 11 goals. He is Egypt's all-time top scorer with 68 goals in 176 appearances. Taking the 5th spot is Patrick Mboma, from Cameroon. The prolific goal scorer is a former Cameroonian striker who led his team to victory at 2000 and the 2002 African Cup of Nations, winning the tournaments respectively. He scored an overall 11 goals in the African Cup of Nations tournaments. He's renowned for his wonder left foot scoring long-distance goals. At number 4 is Hassan El-Shazly, from Egypt. Hassan El-Shazly is a retired Egyptian footballer. Nicknamed a devastating shooter, he was the Egyptian Premier League top goal scorer. He appeared in a number of the African Cup of Nations tournaments for the Egyptian national team and scored 12 goals overall. At number 3 is Rashidi Yekini, from Nigeria. This former Nigerian football striker led his team to victory in the 1994 African Cup of Nations tournament, winning the trophy, and was named best player of the tournament in that year, also topping the goal charts. He scored a total of 13 goals in the African Cup of Nations tournaments. He died in 2012 at the age 48. Grabbing the 2nd position is Laurent Pokou, from Ivory Coast. Laurent Pokou is a former member of the Ivory Coast national team who won the highest goal scorer of the Africa Cup of Nations twice, in the 1968 tournament and the 1970 edition. He was nicknamed L'Homme d'Asmara, meaning, the man of Asmara, following his outstanding performance. He is on our number 2 spot for scoring a total of 14 goals in the African Cup of Nations tournament. He died in 2016 aged 69. At number 1 is Samuel Eto'o, from Cameroon. This astonishing African footballer is a former striker for the Cameroon national team. He had his elementary football training at the Kaji Sports Academy in Cameroon. He is one of the most decorated African football players of all time, having won the African Player of the Year award a record 4 times. He scored a total of 18 goals in the African Cup of Nations tournament. This former Barcelona player was ranked 3rd at the FIFA World Player of the Year award in 2005. Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe before leaving.